Hey folks, Dan Frio, the opening bell with Dan Frio. I, of course, am Dan Frio. Today is March 7th. We're going to go over stocks, crypto, real estate, and bonds. Pretty good market coming up, but we want to focus on the $2 trillion infrastructure bill that the Biden administration is coming up with. So that's what we're going to focus on next, so don't go away. Okay, so the headlines sorry about the bad English, is stock market investors prepping for Biden $2 trillion. That's what we've been talking about for the last week or so. So how are we going to focus on this? So let's just go to the broader markets right now. And we have the S&P up 8, Dow up 55, NASDAQ up 12, Russell 2000 down 9. That's fine. Now let's kind of dive into some other areas. So the focus I've been kind of going down, or the trend that I've been looking at, is when everything recovers, what am I going to do? So I'm a mortgage guy. Okay, I've been doing it for 32 years. And I'd love to help you with a mortgage if you need help with a mortgage. But what I created this channel to just educate you guys on basic finance 101. So about stock market, cryptocurrencies, real estate, and so forth. So this is for educational entertainment purposes. I'm giving you kind of an insight into what I am doing and how I think about these things. So the focus I'm going on is when the economy opens back up, what's going to kind of take off? Well, energy based on the infrastructure bill. But with the economy, we got travel and leisure, financials, because rates are going to go up, and semiconductors, because more and more cars are going to be needed and everything else. Plus, there's already a shortage in the semiconductor industry or field anyways. So that's what I'm looking at. So travel and leisure, yesterday we spoke about, I'm buying into Disney. I have Disney stocks. But I was like, I think it's a little premature with the cruise lines. Bad call. And maybe I'm not too late, but let's go. The biggest movers right now, the cruise lines. Let's see, market movers right here. We have Carnival up 6, Norwegian up 4, Royal Caribbean up 3.5. So, am I getting into these positions? I have a hard time buying individual cruise lines because I don't know enough about this industry. When I go on a cruise, Royal Caribbean is where I prefer to go, or the company I prefer to use. I hear nothing but good things about Disney. They're like, that is the top-notch ship. But if you want to deal with bazillions of kids, that's your prerogative. But everything else on the Disney cruises is supposed to be fantastic. Norwegian I was on a couple times. Carnival I was on a couple times. Royal Caribbean I've been on a couple times. My preference is Royal Caribbean. But that being said, let's go into the areas that I want to focus in on. So I have my staples. So let's go through this. I'm going to give you the stock that I follow here. I own most of this, and then there's probably a third of this I don't own that I monitor, and I'll explain why I do that. But right now we got the name of the company, the day change, the bid, the ask, and so forth. Hold on, there might be a different way to view this. Let me see if I can. Nope, that's it. Okay, so my staples here are Google, Apple, and Facebook. So those are right here. Those, you can't go wrong. Is Google going to go away? Is Apple going to go away? Is Facebook going to go away? No, none of that's going to happen. Okay, so where I want to focus in on is, let's start with energy. How I play the energy stock, and I leverage my money here. I buy GUSH, G-U-S-H. It's basically, what it's trying to do is do a 2 or 3 times multiple of what the oil and energy sector is doing. It invests in derivatives and other riskier assets, and that's why you're going to get huge fluctuations in this. But I'm fine with that because I think this recovery is going to do very, very well. I don't see the oil and energy. It's based on the price of gas and oil and other things. But I think, especially when the summer season hits, people start to travel, the airlines get to full capacity, you're going to have more and more fuel. And then when this infrastructure bill passes, Oil is in everything. So this is the play I have here because I want to multiply my returns there. Ford is the other area for electronic vehicles and a whole slew of other things. That's where I'm focusing in that area. Other areas, and we're going to go down through, is I think I put it at the bottom. We have industrials. So I want to focus on the industrials. These are ETFs that I follow. I'm going to monitor these and kind of analyze these and pick the best of breed in one of these three. But we have three ETFs, XLI, FXR, and RGI. These are three infrastructure plays in my view. They're ETFs, which are a basket of stocks in this industrial sector. Okay, so you can see it's equally weighted industrials. Okay, so that's where I would suggest you focus in. Travel and leisure, we went over that, but my position there that I'm doing is basically I'm putting all my eggs in one basket there is Disney. I think Disney, between its cruise lines, its theme parks, its TV revenues, and everything else, this is a well positioned for a huge recovery once the doors open up everywhere. The financial sector, with interest rates going up, it's going to be more profitable for banks. I play that position in the XLF. This is an ETF of financial stocks. It's a basket of numerous major financial companies, and this is the position I play in there. Okay, so again, I'm kind of getting out of the realm of buying individual stocks. It's too risky for especially investors that don't have a lot of money, don't have a lot of time to put into this. Let these money managers do it for you. You can get into the XLF, and that will it's well managed, and they're loaded with financial stocks. So that's my play there. Now we have the semiconductors. They're playing catch up. They're way behind, and there's only room, or there's only up potential for the semis. So you can do a wide range of things. What I have is the semiconductor bull 3 times. Again, I try to leverage in these areas because I like risk on, I guess is a good way to play that. So that's how I play it. If you're not as risk averse, you can look at PSI, which is a semiconductor ETF that could do very well for you as well. Let's see what else is up through here. There's a couple other areas I want you to focus in on. The technology sector, I'm not real keen on that because it's not only semis. PSI, I think we went over that. PowerShares Dynamic. I think that is it in that area right there. What is cryptocurrencies doing today? How you buy cryptocurrencies? And what I mean by cryptocurrencies is such as Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, and such. You can buy it directly through PayPal is how I do it when I want to buy the actual Bitcoin. You don't take possession of it because there is no real possession of, but you can buy directly there. And another way to do it is buying into a company that all they do, their whole existence, is just to buy Bitcoin and or other cryptocurrencies on your behalf and hold it, and you participate in that pool of cryptocurrencies that they own. So Grayscale has a wide variety of funds or stocks that trade that are Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and such. I would highly suggest you do your research in this area because there's a lot of risk. But how I buy into it is Grayscale Bitcoin Cash. This is Bitcoin Cash, which is BCHG. That's its ticker symbol. Then you have Bitcoin. Okay, this is difference. There's a difference between Bitcoin Cash and Bitcoin. And then there's Ethereum. These are the 3 holdings that I have. I have most money I have in any of these investments is in Ethereum. Why Ethereum? I think I can get a bigger return there because when you're buying Bitcoin, you're using the Ethereum network to buy it. What I mean by that is if you want to buy something through, you want to buy a TV and you're like, I'm going to buy it through Amazon. So let's say you're buying the TV. This is the TV. How you're buying it is through Amazon, which uses the internet. Think of Ethereum as the internet, and Bitcoin is basically you're buying the TV through Amazon. So you're buying You get what I'm saying. So I won't dwell on that. But the Ethereum network is really, you guys should look into Ethereum if you're at all interested in cryptocurrencies, because I love this and I love this technology. What's the dollar doing for today? It's going down. My key trigger here is I'm looking for it to hit $90 a share. Why? Is that's where a lot of my technicals are putting me. So we're a little bit above that right now, but we're in a nice little downtrend within the last couple days. Let's micro scope into that, and look, we're dropping down. Okay, the last 5 days we have a nice little drop there. What's happening with cryptocurrencies? Again, guys, there's huge volatility in this stuff. Today's not so bad, but you get a stock this Uniswap is down 8% today. Cardano is down 3%. Again, my major positions are Bitcoin and Ethereum. Bitcoin's down 2%. Ethereum's down 4%, but on the week, Ethereum's up 9.3% and Bitcoin is down 3.4%. So the site I use for this is coinmarketcap.com. You can follow that on here, and you can get news, and you can get a whole bunch of other things. I like following it through this system. Okay, so that we covered stocks, crypto. Now let's go to real estate. People follow me on a daily basis because of why they want to know what's going on with mortgage rates. So we follow this right here. Let me dig down a little bit. What does mortgage rates consist of? How are they created? Who comes up with it? Well, great question. It's not the 10-year Treasury. It's not the S&P 500. It is what's called the MBS market, which is mortgage-backed securities. This is the price of what's going on with this mortgage-backed security bond. It's a bond. So as the price of the bond goes up, rates, yields / mortgage rates come down. So we love when this number is green. When the number is green, price up, yield down. Price up, mortgage rates down. Look we have a nice little trend here. I'm going to get rid of the 200-day moving average. But look at the nice trend we got going on right now. For the past 2 weeks, we've either been steady, which is right through here, or we're above that mark. Okay, so what we have right here is some technicals. We have the 100-day moving average, the 50-day moving average, and the 25-day moving average. Okay, we have to, my assumption, we don't have to, we're going to get to the 25-day moving average and eventually move to the 50-day moving average. Okay, you can see there's a nice spread here. Well, again, what happens when this comes up? I'm expecting us to recover back to about a 1.1035 to 10375. Okay, so that's where I'm expecting us to be. So we have a nice little run that I'm expecting in the next week or two, a nice little run up. Again, up means good. That means price up, yields, mortgage rates down. What's the economic calendar for today? Basically, there's really nothing coming out that's huge news other than what the FOMC comes out with, but there shouldn't be any new news here. FOMC basically is the Federal Reserve. They're going to come out with some information around 1 o'clock. I don't anticipate any changes there, but we probably will see a little blip in the radar, good or bad, with the MBS market. Tomorrow and Friday are going to be pretty important days. We have jobless claims coming in, continued and initial, and then we have Federal Chairman Powell speaking. Okay, this is going to tell us what's going on with employment numbers, and then right through here, Friday's going to give us some input on what's going on with inflation. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you find value in this channel. If you do, please check me out on YouTube at The Rate Update with Dan Frio. If you're interested in a mortgage, or you have mortgage questions, you're looking to build, buy, refinance, you're in forbearance and just have some questions, I'd love to help you. Go to therateupdate.com. Scroll down below. My 800 number's there, 844-775-LOAN. You can schedule an appointment. You can just scroll up a little bit from the bottom. There's a 15, 30, or 60-minute consultations that you can fill out. Just click one of these, however long you think. 15 minutes probably good enough, and then we can always follow back. You'll get a notification, and then we will either get a hold of you via Zoom or by phone, or if you're like, you just want to check out some other tools or even apply for a loan, you can do that right on the top of the page. There's a bunch of functions up here. You can hit apply here. If you're mobile app savvy, or if you're desktop savvy, you can hit the apply button there. That is it for today, guys. I greatly appreciate you watching the channel. Please don't forget to give me a thumbs up, subscribe down below, click the bell on the side so every time I post a video, you get an alert. God bless, guys. I'll see you around 4 or 5 o'clock today with my rate update with Dan Frio. See you then. Bye-bye.